I believe Ozzy Osbourne has a song called Paranoid, but we are here to talk about the World Wrestling Federation presenting SummerSlam in 1998.
Yay!
Yes, Craig, that is the enthusiasm that we need. Hotter than a WCW show,
Oh god, yeah.
but not quite a highway to hell.
Ooh, I like
Or
the burn on the
maybe.
end of that.
I knew you did. My headphones are really starting to piss me off. I'm Rob Campbell,
And I am a bastard, Craig Challoner.
and this is a pay-per-view review. I don't know what we were saying, but
Pay per view, eh? It's pay per
getting the
view.
getting the DeLorean. Let's
Mm.
go to work. We are at Madison Square Garden. Woohoo! The home of
Yay.
professional wrestling, the home of the World Wrestling Federation, the Mecca. Yeah, for SummerSlam 1998 that took place on the 30th of August in front of a 21,588 capacity crowd, which boy rate wise we were discussing just before coming on here. And 1997, which I said to Craig, included one half of the SummerSlam 1998 main event, The Undertaker taking on Bret the Hitman Hart, right, with Shawn Michaels as guest referee, only drew 225k on the old buy rate gimmicks. Bear in mind, that was the night Austin broke his neck too.
Bad times for him.
Austin's in the main event here, also having a bit of bad luck. But here's the thing, they drew 700k on the buy rate.
Wow.
That's monster.
That's some serious number increase.
It is. Very serious. Like, I'm trying to think. The only thing that's topped that so far for the WWF this year is WrestleMania
Wow.
in 1998, which was 730k.
That's a mania though, isn't it? You expect the increase for a mania. Or you'd
Definitely,
hope anyway.
without a doubt.
But what a fucking jump.
But year on year, SummerSlam was up more than WrestleMania.
Well.
WrestleMania was up 493k, and if my maths are right, which they're definitely not, SummerSlam was up 525k.
To be fair though, it's one of the big four in it. SummerSlam's always been a big deal as well.
It's very true.
Second biggest pay per view of the year. So
What's the earliest SummerSlam that you remember? Because you're old.
all of them, but like I'm not very good at remembering anything particular.
Okay.
Like that's your gimmick.
Yeah, Lee's taking the skirt off is like my earliest memory of a SummerSlam. That was at
Like
SummerSlam, right?
yeah.
Yeah, I think it was.
Like I have this bad thing where I go, oh, this happened at this time, and then someone goes, by someone, obviously it's usually Rain Man. Someone goes, nah, dude, that was this event, and I go, oh, okay. Well, I remember it happening.
There you go. That's what matters, right? That's what matters.
Exactly.
My earliest SummerSlam, like full SummerSlam memory, is like probably 91,
Yeah.
which happened at Madison Square Garden too, mainly because of Bret and Perfect.
Can't argue with that. I mean, the biggest SummerSlam for me that stands out is '92.
Yeah, oh yeah, we've had a doubt.
Like that'll always stand out for me because it was
Yeah.
like at home. Well, as
Mm-hmm.
far as we're concerned, it was at home, not for everyone
It
else.
was.
But other than that, mate, like I said, I'm terrible with shit like this. Like testing Rain Man for me, I can remember stuff and then I go, ha ha, that was this year. And then I'll
Yeah.
start writing stuff down and go, this will get Rob. And I go, oh, I was little bit off that.
Literally, that is what you do. It's
Yeah,
literally what you do.
yeah. But on the plus side, when I do remember these random things and I put them down, I have to follow up on them. So then we end up with a bastard of an episode.
And if you want to test Rayman, you can watch that on the other show that we do called Testing Rome Rain Man, even.
Yeah, and Rain Man.
And that guy. Okay, let's get into it. Normal introduction. So the video package is all about the main event. It's Taker and Austin in the main event, in case you didn't get that. Spoiler alert earlier. Fireworks, Jim Ross, Jerry the King Lawler, straight into the event. We are a go. And they're excited. But before we get into the first match, and spoiler alert, what we hear is "Hello, ladies" at the beginning. I want to talk you through the dark matches that took place on Sunday Night Heat.
Let's do it. Before we hit the dark matches, let's hit the new poster. Because obviously it is SummerSlam, so we have to get something on the go.
Here it comes.
So there it is, ladies and germs.
Oh my god.
The
Two
SummerSlam
warriors
98 poster.
going head to head in
In front of?
Oh, the Empire State Building for one, but what the fuck? Oh, Ghostbusters 2 would have been so much better with that, right?
Mad, you imagine Ghostbusters with
Oh my god. Your love is
that.
lifting me
Lady Liberty has
higher.
never looked so good in her life.
I agree. I don't know. It must be something to do with the hair. Also, the hair of the Undertaker looks incredible on you.
It definitely interesting, isn't it?
It
The
looks
flow.
incredible. You're like posing like you're on a catalog anyway, so the rest of it is great.
What can I say? I'm always ready.
What
You
can
know
I say, brother? What can I say?
exactly. What can I say? Let's.
So,
Hello, ladies.
too much. The team of Brian, Christopher, and Scott Taylor. Not you, Craig. Believe it or not, I can't believe I'm going to read this sentence. They defeated in Madison Square Garden at technically SummerSlam, but it was recorded for Sunday Night Heat. The team of LOD 2000.
Wow.
Wow. And there's a bit of a theme with the Sunday Night Heat card that happened. So Gangrel also defeated Dustin Runnels.
Nice.
And 8 Ball and Skull in the main event of Sunday Night Heat defeated Bradshaw and Vader.
Bradshaw and Vader.
That was a tag team on the Sunday Night Heat episode before SummerSlam 1998.
Well, I feel like I wanted to watch that, or at least I need to try and watch that.
I'm sure that will be on the network because I uploaded a lot of Sunday Night Heat over the last year or so, right?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. They put a lot of well, not the dark matches as such, but like you said, the Sunday Night Heat stuff's been uploaded a lot now, in it.
Yeah.
We started actually, to be fair though, they are starting to release a lot more of the unseen matches
Yeah.
as well. So, mate, that might be one I got to go and see. I want to see them two as a team.
Yeah, definitely. I think, when you know what Bradshaw became and obviously what Vader was at that point, that's a really good pairing.
Yeah. I've got no problem with that.
Much better than the Terry Funk pairing.
That did not work out well.
It did not work out well.
It just didn't. It just. I get the whole. It's South of America and all that bollocks. And no,
They're from Texas.
the two of them together, it just didn't gel.
Didn't work for me.
No,
Doesn't work for me, brother.
Yeah.
So the European Championship is on the line in Val Venus' second ever pay-per-view match as he challenges the current reigning defending champion, D'Lo Brown, who is now officially from Helsinki. Val Venus, of course, did come, conquer, and come again.
He did.
And that's probably one of his best memorable promos for me, this one.
I was able to write down I put down initially Val Venus came, saw, came again. So that was before the promo started because I remembered it.
Hmm.
And again, like I said, I don't remember shit particular until it started. I'll go, oh yeah, and then get excited because I had a memory for a second.
Yeah.
So that was one of those moments. It stands out, man. Val Venus doing his gimmick.
Absolutely.
And D'Lo is the European champion from Finland, previously Portugal.
He's been on Monday Night Raw.
He was. So I enjoyed this. I enjoyed this D'Lo as well.
Yeah. I think it was a good match. I really do. And, the title was still prominent at the time. It wasn't exactly down the shitter as such yet. Yeah. It was obviously not going to be held by future world champions, really, going forward, like Triple H, obviously Shawn Michaels, British Bulldog. They all put something on it. X-Pac maybe he didn't really do anything though after, did he?
No, I was just saying D'Lo's like a standout, but at the same time, he never, like you said, he didn't go. He wasn't a
No.
champion that was going to go further.
Mm.
He
It's
was never
just,
going to go more than that.
I think when you compare D'Lo and The Rock, and I know that's hard to do, but at
Yeah.
the same time, they were in that group,
Mm.
and they're both in championship matches on this card. One's opening on his own, for pretty much the first time on pay-per-view on his own, by the way, because
Yeah.
let's be honest, most of the time he's got someone flanking him. So it was good to see him on his own. And then later on, obviously, the IC title's on the line and The Rock's in that match. And I don't know. I think the growth of The Rock compared to D'Lo and the character of The Rock is obviously worlds apart. But
Yeah.
could you argue that D'Lo Brown had the same opportunity?
Well, you look at them both. They were, like you said, they were both part of that nation.
Yeah.
They both had the chances to shine within that nation because the nation initially was put together as a whole package.
Yeah.
And other than Farouk, obviously, but Ron Simmons is always going to stand out over everyone because that's the point. He's the leader. But
Yeah.
D'Lo had that opportunity to be the front man as well.
Mm.
It's just Rock had more charisma. Now, I'd argue that D'Lo is the better in ring,
Mm-hmm.
but Rock just had a bit more about him.
I think Rock was a better storyteller in the ring, though. D'Lo could do the
Yeah,
moves,
yeah,
but didn't have the psychology of it.
yeah.
I think
To be fair, a bit of that shows in this.
yeah, it definitely shows in this. I mean,
So,
the finish, especially high edge, by the way. Jim Corderas is the referee, and very controversial finishing that goes to a disqualification. D'Lo Brown retaining the championship. It's a fun enough match. I think it's solid opener. They give it a long time. They give it 15 minutes and 24 seconds, and I think other than them starting to blow after 10 to 12, they were pretty solid throughout. I got me 2 stars.
yeah, I'm gonna start us off with a star rating that likes to mess around with a certain spreadsheet because I couldn't decide on this, and I did enjoy it. To be fair, nice spine bust from Val. I did find it amusing, like you said. It was about 8 minutes in, Val Venus hit the mat and started sucking air like a motherfucker. It was so
That's
fucking bad.
that's what the tea does to you sometimes, brother.
It got him. It got him good. And then Jimmy taking that perfect slide across the ring after getting after a little push from Val. Yeah, I enjoyed that. No, I wasn't quite sure. I couldn't quite remember the full story on this, as where Val was heading, considering he started pushing on the ref and stuff.
Yeah.
But I was like, all right, I'll just wait till the next pay per view. I'm not going to chase this one up. It's Val Venus.
Yeah.
I went a star and 3/4.
Okay. Daniel, he's never fucking here cornfield. Did send ratings for this one, and I need them.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I had them up and I just closed them down.
That's
So
brilliant.
Don Put, I absolutely love Val. I would suck him off for days. Star and a half.
Star and a half. I think that was exactly the words that he used.
Feel like it was.
1.5. So I mean, normally when he's not here, in all fairness, we don't normally get this privilege
No.
of him actually sending shit. So what we normally do is go in between our scores. He's actually gone lower
Yeah.
than you. So and realistically, how the fuck could we have gone in between scores too? By
I
the
don't
way,
even yeah, I don't even know how that worked.
that fraction on my spreadsheet would explode. Dave, the fucking knob, give it 1.75 stars too. Craig, you'll be pleased to know.
Fucking Dave.
I thought you'd enjoy that one.
I like matching Dave. It's great.
So this one is interesting and probably
Yes.
not what you'd expect from me. But here we go. Match 2 on the card is the Oddities, which is Giant Silver, Golga, and Kurgan. They are flanked by the one, the only, Luna Vachon, Shaggy Two Dope, and Violent J.
Oh, Shaggy. Don't suck it. Don't be violent with it. Just, There you go.
There you have it. And they took on the team of Kaientai, which was Dick Togo, Men's Tioa, Sho Funuki, and Takamichi no Go. And they, and they, of course, are with Yamaguchi-san. And how did Japan make it to the World Cup? Jack Doan might have the answer, but I don't. He's the ref.
Just keep going. I got nothing with that.
The question and the comment and the statement I have around this match is, on paper, what a fucking state.
Yeah.
What a fucking state.
So I seen the match. I was like, okay, this is going to be one of them. I'm just going to sit back, carry on editing and whatever, let it just go. I mean, watch someone else edit. And then I noticed as Kai and Tai came out, it might have just been me, but that initial walkout, they look like midget wrestlers.
Yeah.
And I went, wait, it's supposed to be Kai and Tai, isn't it? And so I paid attention, and I'm gonna probably hate myself after eventually going back to this. I did not hate this.
Yeah, you're not the only one.
Yeah.
I'm not even. And this is what I'm saying. You're going to be surprised by what I normally say here, because this has got 0 stars written all over it, right?
100%, 100%.
That's what it's got. But when you think, right, who's in this match here, and I read them names out, and you go, Giant Silver, who's that? Who is that? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, no one knows. Kurgan, you might remember. He's a big fucker. And then you go, Golga. Well, who the fuck is Golga? Golga sounds shit. Yeah, he sounds awful. He's wearing a fucking Cartman t-shirt. He's got a hood on. He looks fucking trash. That's what Golga looks like. Well, you know what? Golga fucking main evented a SummerSlam, I believe. Fucking 1990 against Hulkamania, motherfucker. This is John Tenta. This is Earthquake. So this man actually knows what he's doing. Luna Vachon actually knows what she's doing. Taka Michinoku and Funaki, maybe even Dick Togo and Men's Tihaba actually know what they're fucking doing. And you know what? That comes across in this match. It's a fun, quick match. And the psychology is bang on. It's nothing special. It's really nothing special. But you can watch it. And that alone, that gets 1 star, which to this match is a 5-star rating.
Yeah.
Because this has got 0 stars written all over it. But it gets 1 star from me.
100%. On paper, this is a 0-star match. Everything you just said. I'll give you the mixed match as well. So you've got the little stats on this. Giant Silver's 7'2". Yeah. Kurgan, he's 7 foot tall. Golga, you look at him, you go, God, he's small compared to them two. He's 6'6", people. He's over 400 pounds. This is a big trio of people. And obviously fucking Luna's there as well, which we all know. We all love fucking Luna. And then you move across to the other team. Taka Michinoku is the tallest one there. Of 5'8". Funaki and Dick Togo, 5'7". Men's Tiara, 5'5". This is a mixed match to the point where you're going to go, for fuck's sake, this is going to be shit. And then, mate, it was so fun. Golga hitting that 4-man lariat. And then fucking Silver and Kurgan come in for the 4-man choke slam, followed by that 4-man splash by Golga. I was like, I fucking really enjoyed this. I went exactly the same. I went 1 star, and I honestly feel like this 1 star is a 5 for them.
Definitely.
It's fucking amazing. I enjoyed this so much.
Good.
Yeah, I'm happy about this.
What wrestling is all about. What did Mr. Cornfield score this one?
So Mr. Cornfield said, Golga, he's no longer part of my top 5 because I forgot him. 0.5 star.
Okay. He might not have enjoyed it as much as us.
You know why? He didn't enjoy it because he forgot Tenta.
Yeah, I agree. Dave enjoyed it a little bit more. He gave it 2 stars.
Good one, Dave. I'm not mad at Dave.
No, nor me. Hair versus hair, then, I suppose. We are getting X-Pac, who has Howard Finkel with him, taking on JEFF, JIRRETT, Jeff Jarrett with those big old Godwins, half Phineas and fucking Henry. I ain't calling them by their other names. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit.
Nah.
Absolutely not. There's no way I'm
pig and a hog. Keep going.
There's no way I'm calling them Southern Justice. There's no way I'm calling them fucking their actual names at this point. No, they are the Godwins. Mike Chioda gets to referee this one. This is a really good match for a mid-card match.
Yep.
X-Pac, I don't know, man. He just looks like he's always dying towards the end of his matches.
Yep.
Like, legit dying, though. Not like fucking, oh, well, I'm a bit windy there. Nah, he looks like he's dying, like, the entire time.
Yeah. Like you can't like every little hit, it was like he got destroyed.
Literally.
But if you throw back to Brett X Pac, you look how the match started with that to how it ended up. Like it was like that. The more
Yeah.
Brett laid into him, the more X Pac was like, "Fuck, I gotta sell it." He sold every shot, and then that carried over then to future matches,
Everything.
and it definitely showed as it's going forward here.
Yeah. Well, again, it's a solid match. I think it's definitely about time that Double J lost that fucking hairpiece and starts becoming, arguably his best character in wrestling in both companies, because
Yeah,
it's the same person at the end of the day. He adds taglines on in WCW, but at the same time, it's basically the same character as he was here, late 98, 99 in WWF, before moving over to WCW and getting some success at World Heavyweight Championship level, right? Because he never got that here, and he was never going to get that here. So it was good to see it finally happen. It lasted 11 minutes and 11 seconds. Someone would say make a wish at this point, but 2.5 stars from me.
nice jump on that. Yeah, I enjoyed this. This was a jump. When I was first sat down to watch this, I wasn't sure how I'd feel. I'm not much of a Jeff guy.
Yep.
X Pac, I'm hit and miss. I have to be in the mood for him, to be honest. But that buckle he took, that one fucking buckle, he took that like an absolute fucking beast. Whiplashed out of the fucking corner, hit the mat like he'd been fucking shotgunned. I absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. Unlike Jeff Jarrett taking the X Factor, which was fucking shit, Pac jumped up and basically grabbed Jeff to drop, and Jeff just went, "I'm just going to fall to my side slightly. It's fine."
Literally, there was no jump from him. He was already down. His head was on the floor.
Mate, he didn't give a fuck. He's like, I'm already bent over anyway. Fuck it.
Literally. That's
But
what
yeah, I
she said.
enjoyed this. I gave this 2 stars.
Nice. And
Young Donovan said, I'd much rather be sitting in Tesco's wanking over a cod. 1.5 stars.
he really likes Double J as well, so that
I
surprises
know.
me.
It's really I was quite surprised he said that.
Mm.
Yeah, it was really weird.
If
But
you
yeah.
do, I mean, well, fuck Dave. We'll get his rating out of the way. His rating was 3 stars for this one. Yeah, he was very excited. But the next one, if you do want to wank over anything other than COD, then in this one, you've got Edge and Sable taking on Jacqueline and Marvelous Mark Marrow. And we all know what happened last time these two were in a ring together. So, hallelujah, the Lord's on fire. This time there's some wrestling involved. And believe me, there was some wrestling involved in this match, because both teams absolutely fucking smashed it. I think arguably better than WrestleMania 14. Yeah, arguably better than WrestleMania 14. Really good mixed tag team match. Tim White got to ref it. Good old. He's not young here, though, is he?
No, he's getting to that point. Him and Andre have already had all their years together. He's getting on in the world.
He can't keep up. He's owning a bar rather than drinking the bar. Bless him. Edge was absolutely on fire, but Sable was once again massively impressive. I can't knock her every time she stepped in the ring to date. Yeah, she's been great. And I don't know if that's because of Mark, helping her out at the time, because he would have had some influence and some input on what was going on. Obviously, he was good at one point. He was Johnny be good. But here, Sable is much better. After 8 minutes and 26 seconds, she gets the win. Edge was on fire, by the way, in this one. I also went 2.5 with this one, you know.
Nice. I looked at this match coming in and I was like, this is going to be one of them throwaways. See what it's like. Bit of fun, bit of eye candy. Before we get into this match too much, Edge. Now, Edge is known for getting around the locker room.
Oh,
You know,
that
he's
is
known for
true.
getting around the ladies' locker room.
Oh,
I wonder if he dipped a little bit here.
fucking hell. Can you imagine?
Well, this is what I'm thinking, you know. Mark Mero, obviously, and Sable were a thing. Sable and Brock are now a thing. Did Edge ever get between that sandwich?
This is good. This is real good.
Now, a real
I like
journalist would
this.
have looked it up and find out, but we don't have any on this show, so I thought, fuck it, I just thought I'd ask the question and keep going. But I will also say, I'd like the idea of Edge and Jackie, to be fair.
I'd watch that one too.
Yeah. I'd watch that more than One Night in China.
Yeah. Yeah. I've got better recordings than that.
Yeah. Ain't we all? Gotta love a
Yeah.
hidden folder.
You gotta
But
love a hidden folder.
but yeah, so Edge, the dive over the top rope
They're
from
good.
Edge was fucking beautiful. And then Jackie attacking him and he picks her up, bends her over his knee, and gives her a good fucking spanking. And the best part is when she stood up, she was selling it, but she was laughing. So I think she enjoyed that a bit too much, which I enjoyed even more then. And then Sable's Rana, Edge then would spiral into the splash for the finish. I enjoyed this match a lot.
Yeah, they're good.
I gave this 2.5 as well.
Fucking hell. In sync. Not in sync. In
Not
sync.
sync. I mean, it could be sync, but no.
Don't have a wank over this one though.
Well, I was quite surprised by Don's rating on this one.
Oh my god.
As Don come in with, let's face it, everyone in this match is just ugly. Half a star.
Fuck.
I don't know what this guy was doing at the time.
I could have been watching the wrong show, man.
He's
got been watching Road Wild again.
Something's gone wrong. He's catching up on WCW, and he's just I don't even know. Don't even know.
I don't know what's happened there. Dave went 1.5 stars.
Well, that's Dave.
Absolutely.
Let himself go.
We're at match 5 already, believe it or not. It's a Lions Den match. That's what it is. It's Ken Shamrock taking on Owen Hart, which is a follow-on from their dungeon match the previous month. And Dan Severn is still there. He's still hanging around, holding on for a payday. I didn't get the referee positioning here in this one. I need someone to help me understand what's going on. Jack Doan's the ref, but he's on some walkway at the top of the cage.
Yeah.
First of all, don't know how the little bastard got up there, because obviously at the end of it, when he had to jump down, you're like, how did you get up there then?
Ken threw him up.
He must have.
Because there's no way he got up there on his fucking own.
He must have had a fucking bump.
It's just, no. Either that, they laid the cage down for him to fucking climb on and he held on.
You reckon?
But, you know, they like him, don't they? Jack's all right, man.
I guess.
So they're like, go on, he's all right, we ain't going to fucking do him over to him. Maybe they give him a ladder and then took it away.
I shook his hand, you know, Craig.
Did you?
I mean, I did, yeah, in Birmingham.
Was it sweaty?
Nah, he just finished tightening the ropes up.
No.
And he was heading backstage and I went, Chuck.
Give him a little reach. Yeah.
He come over, put my hand out, he shook my hand. I went, love what you do, man. And off he went.
Good, man. He made his day.
Yeah, Mike Curter was obviously a better handshake.
Obviously.
Because he was also a better ref.
It's just naturally, you know. Anyhow.
Awkward.
But the ref's position was because it didn't need a ref. The ref's only there to say he's quit. To call that the man's tapped out or shouted I quit, which in their case was the man had to shout I quit and tap at the same time and all these bollocks. Why they had to add the extra to it, I don't know. But like, yeah, that's why he was there. He's just used it at the top, have a wander about, and do nothing.
Enjoy yourself.
Yeah, just get paid for it.
He kind of had nothing to do. But it was a unique match. That's what it was.
Yeah.
One of the first times we'd seen it, if not the first time we'd seen it. And there was a few more over the years. I remember it eventually being on a Raw at some point near the Titantron area.
Mm.
So it was around a little while, but it wasn't. It was their little shitty take on a UFC match. That's what it was on the Octagon, because that was the world that Shamrock and Severin were obviously more known for at the time.
Yeah.
And that was their way of trying to get their punters to invest in a WWF program. It's a smart business move, but I didn't think it was executed all that well. I think the match is fine. You know, the two of them have clearly got good chemistry. It only went 9 minutes 15 seconds, which, when you compare it to, like, I don't know, UFC rounds, for example, you're either going to get a 3 minute, a fucking five, ain't you, or five or
Yeah.
three. So realistically, it's gone to 2 rounds in a bigger type situation. I enjoyed it. Didn't enjoy it as the previous two matches, 2 1/4 star. You
See,
like that, don't you? The stunt winning.
I do like that. You got to
Stunt
stick
winning.
it. It's got to stick a little quarter in somewhere.
I like getting them in.
You see, I enjoyed this. Now,
Yeah.
I initially was like, right, I'm going to watch this like it's a real fight and judge it based on that.
Yeah.
And the promo video package at the start took all that away from me and gave me fucking dead good Vince McMahon's WWE video package. And I started reliving it. And I said I had them moments
Brilliant.
where I go back and remember it. I just started remembering the whole build to this story. I remember being so excited. Everyone knows I love Owen Hart. So I
Yeah.
was so excited for this. Like, as much as I wanted Owen to win, I wanted him to get fucking murdered by Ken Shamrock. This
Yeah.
real MMA guy's gonna fuck him up. And
Who
Owen's
snaps like.
music as well. Yeah, Owen's music here was fucking dead good. Loved it. Like, so I had those moments where I was just like, I'm back. I'm back in this. And I watched it and I came out of it and I was like, I fucking love that. I fucking loved it. And then I was like, you need to like calm down and just watch it for what it is. And then I went, I ain't got time for that. So I'm sticking with my initial 3 stars.
Wow. There we
Yeah.
go. There we go.
This rating, I was quite surprised by as well. Like the previous rating from Mr. Donovan, which was a little bit strange, but he said Ken Shamrock's probably, after re-evaluating my top 5, number 2 on my list. 1 star.
It's interesting. Don hasn't enjoyed this pay-per-view, has he, really?
No, it's quite strange. It's quite strange.
I would have thought so. I would have thought all of the matches that have been on so far were right up his street.
Honestly, like, yeah, 100%. I feel like this entire card, top to bottom,
Yeah.
other than the fact there's not much in weaponry apart from one match, he's all done.
Well, it's all kind of coming now, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because
that's what I mean. Like,
there's stipulations galore here when you
yeah,
think about this card, right?
yeah.
There's title matches galore. There's 4 championships on the line, you know, throughout the night. And that's what JR said at the beginning anyway. I can't remember if there was 4. To be fair, there was. There was. The European title, the Tag Team Championship, the IC, and the Heavyweight title.
So all of them.
All of them. Absolutely all of them at the time. You got the Lions Den gimmick. You got mixed tag gimmicks, and you got hair versus hair. And then, arguably, you've got some fucking circus match on as well.
Yeah.
Everything had a bit of a gimmick to it. So he's kind of card. I'm really surprised so far at what he has rated things, but hopefully he can explain himself a little bit better in fucking person.
Yeah. Once he swims out to the Valley of Beards, we'll see.
That's the one. That's the one. Mentioning the Valley of Beards, I heard that is where Martin went on his expedition to rebuild himself, to rebuild Hector, if you like, if you will, baby. And on that climb of the Valley of Beards, he He was never seen again. And
Wow.
rumor has it he's trapped in a little crevice of a beard somewhere, dead.
It's like I also heard that he'd gone through the Valley of Beards trying to
Mm.
find Hector. But he went on a spiritual moment and he sat down and he lit up his pipe to get into the spiritual zone and he met Hector.
Yeah.
And him and Hector finally went face to face.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened from there. Rumor has it Hector came out on top.
Fuck.
We ain't never gonna know. We just gotta wait and see now.
I'm just gonna wait and see if Hector ever shows his face again.
Watch this BCCW space and see what
Oh
happens.
shit! Well, December 2nd was it?
There is something going on December 2nd, I think.
Alan Sports Bar, Tipton. Xmas gimmicks.
Xmas gimmicks.
Son of a nutcracker.
A nutcracker.
All
So I've heard.
New general manager gimmick.
Mate, it's all going on. There's a tag match going on, which is going to be fucking good. Looking forward to that.
Oh, yeah.
There's some sneaky little one-on-ones, which are going to be fucking good. Some debuts, which should be very interesting to see. It's good. It's going to be a good night.
I love it. I love everything about that. Mentioning sneaky tag team matches, here comes a sneaky handicap match. Because the tag team championships are on the line in technically a Falls Count Anywhere contest, which we all know are also always no disqualifications. So Mankind is on his own. Kane doesn't bother to turn up. They're taking on the team of D-Generation X's New Age Outlaws. The Road Dog Billy Gunn. Nice. Do you like that? You like that?
The Road Dog Billy Gunn. I love it.
Yeah.
The badass DOGG. Why not?
That's the team. So Road Dogg and Billy Gunn. Tim White's the ref.
He is.
He's going to have a go. And he's back. I just don't know how to describe this match other than basically Mick Foley putting up a fight for, I don't know, 2.5 minutes, shall we say? And then getting his absolute fucking head caved in for the rest of the match. Best way I can describe it. Spoiler alert, the New Age Outlaws win the Tag Team Championships. That's what happens. The match is 5 minutes and 17 seconds long. And it is literally a cat. And that beating, by the way, felt a lot longer.
Yeah.
It felt a hell of a lot longer.
This is brutal.
Kane claims Mick in the dumpster at the end. It's all very weird. I don't know what's going on. Fucking 2 stars.
I love that. I don't know what the fuck's going on. 2 stars.
Just have 2 stars. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
I don't know what just happened. Now, I fucking, again, I love this. I did enjoy this. And like you said, this was basically Mick Foley going, all right, I know what's coming, so I'm going to get some licks in at the start. And fucking Mick gave some tasty hits at the start. Fuck it, he smashed Dog in the face at one point in the corner with that running fucking chair game. He fucking runs his ass in. Mate, Dog's face looked like it exploded. But then he got turned around and fuck
I'll try not to fall asleep this week, promise.
I'd appreciate it. But fuck me, the Outlaws giving the receipts and that rushing into the dumpster.
Brutal.
Ow, like a motherfucker. This is definitely on the list for people to go out and watch.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's 5 minutes, but it felt like so much longer. This is like watching The Rock beat Mick over the head at Royal Rumble. Yeah. That's how brutal this shit was.
We're not too far away from that, folks.
Yeah, fucking yay. The finish, the double bomb going a bit Pete Tong, and the crowd laughed. Audibly laughed.
Welcome to MSG.
You fucked up. I love that. MSG hold nothing back and do not care and just will tell you. But finished it off, and it was a painful match to watch, but I enjoyed it. 2 stars.
Nice. And Mr. Cornfield.
Mr. Cornfield on this, again, really surprised me. The New Age Outlaws, probably better than LOD after this match. Mankind's overrated. 1 star. I don't know what Dom was doing.
What's going on here?
I don't know what he was doing. I wonder if he watched this with Martin and Martin had an influence on him and convinced him that the Outlaws were worth a watch.
I don't know what's going on.
It's strange.
I don't know. But we're getting to a ladder match. We're getting to A huge match on the card. It's for the Intercontinental Championship. It's the rivalry of the summer, arguably. The one that's been building since after WrestleMania. The leader of the Nation of Domination versus the leader of D-Generation X. It's the IC champion, The Rock. He's got Mark Henry with him, taking on Triple H, who's got China with him. Mike Chioda is the referee, and as I cannot state enough, this is a huge match. These two and the evolution of both of these people within the World Wrestling Federation and beyond. Really, matches like this is what makes or break them. And these two fucking stepped up for sure on this particular night.
100%. Yeah, you know, everyone knows I enjoy a good bit of facts and getting some stats out there. So this is the 5th ladder match for the WWE. Obviously, you can be them people where you ignore the first one if you want and say Sean Razor was the first, but it wasn't. It was Brett Sean, June 92 house show. Obviously, Sean Razor was the next one at Mania. And then, Rob, do you know what the third one was?
Razor Sean, SummerSlam 95.
Oh, no. Razor Double J on an episode of Raw in June of 95.
Brilliant.
Didn't even know that was a thing.
Brilliant.
So that's one we've all got to go back and check out. But obviously,
definitely.
Then Sean Razor 2, and then this. Yes, what a way to bring it, because ladders wasn't a big thing then. It was unique. It was a spectacle.
This is up there with Sean and Razor. This one's up there.
Yeah.
And out of the 5 that you've mentioned, obviously only being able to watch 4 of them, this is top spot.
Yep. I'm going to say this tops Sean and Razor for me.
That's what I'm saying. It's top spot.
100%.
Unbiased. I can say it. You know what? Let's just do it. It's 5 stars.
I'm not even going to fuck about with this. This was fucking class. Fucking class. The way, like going back to what we were saying earlier about The Rock, he could tell a story in the match.
Mm-hmm.
When he pushed Trips off the fucking ladder, the way The Rock fell into the ladder, it was a struggle to get up. It was a struggle to push it. It was a struggle to move, and he fell. And Triple H could have just took the normal drop, but he didn't. He staggered and he slipped off the ladder and fell with it. These men put on a fucking clinic for people.
Yes, they did.
Absolutely fucking brilliant. People want to go back in time and watch the Razor Sean and go, oh, let's watch that. Let's take bits from this. Don't take bits from this match right here, because these boys fucking told you a story like no other that you've seen before. And I'll even throw out there, quite possibly not going to see again between just 2 individuals.
There you go.
In a ladder match. This was fucking amazing. 5 stars.
Well deserved 5 stars. Now, has he sent through 1 star?
I haven't got nothing for this. He just put 5 stars.
Wow.
Turtle jizzes.
There we go. Hat Trick City for the ladder match at SummerSlam 98.
Dead good.
What a match. But here we go. Because it is main event time. It's for the WWF Championship. It is in Madison Square Garden. They're at fucking fever pitch. And you've got the best entrances. Number 1 in our mind, The Undertaker first and foremost.
Yep.
Taking on the WWF champion, the man that has been the rising star of the World Wrestling Federation for the past 2 years now. But this is breakout year. This is, I'm the champion and I'm the biggest motherfucker in the industry. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
No one bigger than Steve at this point.
No.
You can take your Hogan. It's like,
you can take your Hogan. You can take your Goldberg.
Shove them all. Shove them all. We won't mention Goldberg.
You know, this is a good match, but I think, especially from Steve's point of view. Yeah, that's right. My mate Steve.
Your mate Steve, yeah.
My mate Steve has said on a number of occasions that they felt they could have a better match because of what happens in this match. So we'll get straight to the point. Earl Ebner's the
Yep.
ref, and Steve Austin gets knocked out cold real early in this match. And that fucking says a lot. The ladder match, by the way, went 25 minutes and 58 seconds, and Dave Meltzer only rated it 4.25 stars, which is
He's a
shocking in itself.
cunt.
But this match goes 20 minutes and 52 seconds, and that knockout happens within the first 5 minutes, right?
Yep, straight away, man.
So literally for the next 15 minutes, Austin's on fucking spaghetti legs, Dream Street, calling. I mean, he loves to call anyway. I love Cena basically copied Austin. That's the way that I see it. And do you know what? It didn't matter because no one give a shit. No one give a shit if he was calling what he was doing because they didn't care. They just loved what they were seeing and just
Yeah.
was a good one.
Well, the thing is, though, as well, you saw Austin call something. It
Yeah.
didn't matter. It was like he was talking smack. It was like he was shouting at, I'm going to fucking drop you with a power
Yeah.
slide. And you're like, hey, you called that.
Yeah,
But in a good way.
definitely.
He was
Clothesline and a bear. Brilliant. I think the leg drop from Taker through the table on the outside is horrible to watch, but also incredible to watch at the same time. The pop, the respect at the end, it's got everything. It has got everything. But at the same time, it could have been better. And it could have been, in my opinion, a star and a half better. So I'll give it 3.5 stars.
Uh, everything you just said. Like this, it was great and wasn't all at the same time.
Yeah.
And if you're a fan, you've all seen what both these men have said about this match. They love it, but they hate it because they could have done so much more. And it was purely down to that one little slip up at the start within the first couple of minutes. Steve's knocked out. That's it.
Can you imagine if Taker pinned him? Fucking hell.
It was just
what a rib.
Taker would have gone into business for himself, went fuck it. And you know what?
Ebner would have slid and done the shoulder thing. Ebner would have took it. Yeah.
But this was so good. This was a story as well, considering the way that Steve was fucked. Because just watching him walk towards Taker at one point when he went to grab him, start stomping him, I was like, he's pissed. He's gonna fall through the fucking ropes.
All over the gaff.
This was dead. Like, I'm not even gonna waste any more time. This 3.5 stars for me.
Beautiful.
So, Mr. I'm going to take a swim in the Valley of the Beards, Daniel Cornfield. I regret to inform you all that I no longer accept Undertaker as one of my professional wrestlers. And I would also like to tell you that Steve Austin can kiss my balls, Goldberg. But 4 stars for the match.
Okay. 4 stars for the match.
I can't believe this is happening. Like, what is he doing? What is he doing?
He's had a very interesting rating system for this show, that is for sure.
This has got to be one of his lowest shows.
It's actually on par, looking at his individual stats with Fully Loaded. And it's...
Mind you, 5 and 4 at the end.
He's
kind of saved him,
his lowest this year for the World Wrestling Federation was Over the Edge. And his lowest for WCW, all of us, if you didn't catch it, was our last episode, Road Wild.
Which actually released on this day, November 16th. It's actually released, so go back and check that out.
Check that out. If you want to hear us give our true, honest thoughts on World Championship Wrestling in 1997. Spoiler alert, it's not positive for them.
1997 and 1998. It's all right. We're all here together, unlike Don, who's swimming in a valley. But I would like to point out, not that we give a fuck what you lot think a lot of the time, but those are genuinely Don's scores. He did genuinely send us a message with those scores.
What have I become?
It is what it is, and it'll be what it be.
Next up for the pay-per-view review, we go to Full Brawl in 1998 for World Championship Wrestling, which sees some matches. And then for WWF, we go to In Your House 24, if we're still counting them. Apparently the internet is. With Breakdown.
I didn't think that was numbered. But
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
Breakdown it is.
Triple threat match for the WWF Championship. There is more Val Venus. There is a triple threat cage match.
Okay.
There is Owen Hart versus Edge.
That's
one
my
to
match
look
then.
forward to.
Triple threat cage. Quick question on that.
Cage.
Have we seen a triple threat cage before in the Eve at this point?
SummerSlam 97 was a singles match, actually. It was Mick versus Triple H in the cage, in the blue cage. There's one that's coming to mind, which might be this one, actually. Like it's all right. The thing that I look at for the star ratings that has got the list of the matches doesn't it just says triple threat cage match. That's what it says.
Nice.
So the triple threat cage match consists of The Rock, Ken Shamrock, and Mankind. That is the one that I had in my head.
Ah, there you go.
So I believe that yes, it is.
Okay.
Interesting.
It's a first.
It sounds like it is going to be a first, but we all know that will be proven wrong next week.
Yay!
Yay, you
Fucking
bastard.
editor.
For an overall score though, between the three of us, we've come out at 2.35, which out of the big four is the worst that we've seen so far. So Royal Rumble was the best at 3. And Mania at 2.6, and now SummerSlam at 2.3.
Wow.
Don went low on most of the ratings, so maybe that, well, he definitely has had a big part to play, but that's what's happened. This has been the pay-per-view review. That was SummerSlam 1998. Ghostbusters 2 is incredible. I'm Rob Campbell.
I'm always going to be your bastard, Craig Challoner.
And your love is lifting me higher than I've ever been before. 'Cause I give it up. Do, 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 do.